All right, what's on the bench? I've had this in my car and I wanted to throw it away, and I thought I'd have some fun with it before I threw it away. It is one of those holders for your phone. You put it on one of the AC vents or something on your dash, and I don't know. And then it holds your phone. I had it for a while when I had my GPS go bad on me on my car. I eventually put a Apple CarPlay, a JVC unit in there, but I had this in there. And what it is, it's USB-C. All right, let's plug that on. And then it has, well, anyway, you take your phone, right? Let me zoom out. Let's see here. Oops. There we go. Zoom out. And you take your phone and you stick it on here. And you stick it on here. And I don't know if you saw that, but it grabbed it. It has a motor in it, and it grabbed it. It also has a wireless charging port, so it's charging right now. And so you could have that on your dash and do your navigation and stuff or whatever. And then when you got done, you push a button on the side and it opens up. Do that again. It grabs it. So it's kind of a fun little thing. Fast wireless charger. McDodo. Anyway, it holds it pretty good too. So here, let's do it from the back side here. You can see that worked. Whoa. Just got to get it in straight. There we go. Anyway, I don't want it anymore. It's not worth anything to try to... I don't think anybody wants it around that I know of. Oh, look at that. It's got some batteries in it. Oh. That's interesting. It can do it without it being charged in? That's weird. Well, at least the buttons, when you push the buttons, it must have a little battery in there. I didn't know that. Anyway, let's open it up, see what's inside. I want to see how the motor mechanism works. All right. Now the trick is, let's see, this is a little, it has this little thing that makes you, if you have a short phone or a long phone, it doesn't move very far. How would one go about taking this apart other than hammer and chisel? It probably just snaps. It might just snap together. You never know about these things. Spudging. Well, that doesn't seem to be spudging very well. Let's see, labels. Maybe this is maybe this thing needs to come off. Wow. All right. How about brute force? How about if I try to bend it all up and... Wow, I don't see any way of getting in here. Yeah, let me give it some persuasion. All right, well, that clear top was on with really, really heavy-duty sticky tape. I had to shatter that thing off to get in here, but here's the charging coil. And we can take some screws out. Now that we... there we go. This is just some wires going off. This thing lights up red, so it is just, we'll just remove it. Oh, look at that. Look at all kinds of circuitry down there. Wow, all kinds of stuff. Way more than I thought. All right, I still don't see the motor assembly. Must be underneath somewhere. All right, here's the charger thing. It's on a sticky also. And still don't see a battery in here. I still don't know how it retained all that energy. Oh, maybe that's the battery. Yeah, there's a battery right here. Right under this thing is a battery, I think. Yeah, this is a battery right here, sitting right on top. That's the funniest shaped battery I've ever seen. That's kind of cool. All right. And just a dumb little motor. I thought maybe it would be a geared motor, but it has its own gear. So it's got a worm gear, it's got a gear here, a step down, and it's got a big, oh there we go, really big gear in there that does the heavy lifting. And then a rack and pinion on the sides. So that's the way that works. But this PC board now has me fascinated. Let's get him out of there. Let's see. Let's take a look-see on him. Oops, there's another screw. All right, there we go. So these wires go to the motor, and this is a fancy board. Look on this side. I got a bunch of 5.5 volts, 0.22. Oh, there it is, 0.22 farads. 0.22 farads. That's the battery. What's this other thing I was looking at then? On this side, what's this thing? It's got a. Oh, that's just an LED. That's just an LED. Okay. So this thing here is just a diffuser, and then here's the one little tiny LED. Can you see that? There's one tiny little LED that shined into this piece of plastic and it lit up, so that illuminated the front of the thing. And then here are the coils. Pretty heavy duty. All right, here let's surgically remove those. And surgically remove some of these. We'll take it over the microscope because I think this is fascinating. How much stuff there was inside this thing. So it definitely has to have a USB something or other, and it has to be able to create some voltage, and it has to have a charge monitor and stuff. But it's got way more stuff than I thought it would have. Definitely has way more stuff, and it's got these cool capacitors. They're two sandwiched together. That's really weird. I don't quite know how that works. Anyway, that might be good to recycle. Yeah, let's go under the microscope, take a look. Before we go under the microscope, I just noticed these wires that I thought was heavy duty. They're actually, they're like covered in cloth, or not cloth, but I mean there's some kind of nylon or something wrapped around there, and And then the actual wire is this really, really pretty copper. So yeah, it needs to be really, 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 really good because there's lots of current going through it. Anyway, yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so here's the board. This is the two big wires that go to that coil for the wireless charging, and they are connected to this chip here. And that chip turns out to be a power MOS bridge. So it's like a perfect diode bridge. It's like for driving loads, kind of like an H-bridge thing, but for a high power. Anyway, a specialized chip just for wireless charging. And then right next door is another specialized chip. This one is a GPM8F3331, and that is just a wireless charger control chip. It's just a chip just to do this. So these two go together to create the actual wireless charging section of it. Okay, so that's what that all is. Over here is a little chip. That is just kind of a standard H-bridge for driving DC motors. So it's a DC motor controller, in and left and right and or, clockwise, counterclockwise, and start stop type of thing. Little H-bridge. So that just drives the motor that clamps the phone in. And then over here we have a heavy duty and a capacitor. A diode and an inductor. So you would think, yep. And there's a little chip down there. That is a DC to DC converter. That is a S47BD7. So all of these chips are Chinese chips. It's hard to get English data sheets for them. And yeah, they're all that stuff's being driven from consumer goods, creating fancy chips for consumer goods. And it's all Chinese now. There's some 0 ohm resistors. Those are kind of cool. Anything else in here? Here's something missing. Some kind of bonus. I can load the parts in and see what it does. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyway, there you go. That's what's on this board. The reason it looks so fancy is there's a bunch of custom chips just to do the job. Indeed, just to do the job. Let's take a look at the other side. All right, over here we have the little beeper. That's what this thing is. It's buzz 1. Let you know if things are going on. And here's that fancy capacitor, 0.22 farads. That'll be fun to play with. I'll take that out. And then here's a big capacitor, probably, yeah. It goes across those charge coils there, probably just to kill spikes and stuff, smooth things out. And that's what's on this side, just some lump stuff. There's the USB-C. Anyway, yeah. Cam cap. I've never heard of them. Anyway, now it's kind of fun. There's more stuff in there than I thought there was going to be.